So in this video we're going to start looking at factorising. Now factorising is the opposite of expanding. So basically I'm trying to put my expressions that I've got over here back into brackets. So what I've got to do is I've got to look at each of my terms and find the largest number or letter that I can take out. So if I look at 15a and 20b, well, the a's and b's are not the same. Okay, so therefore I can't touch those. But the 15 and 20 are both in the 5 times table. Now when I'm finding these factors of the numbers, of the coefficients, I've got to find the largest factor I can. So 15 and 20, the largest number I can divide both of those by is 5. So the 5 is the bit that goes outside the bracket. Now I've got to work out what multiplied by 5 gives me 15a. Well, 5 times 3 gives me 15, so 5 times 3a is going to give me 15a. And what multiplied by 5 is going to give me 20b, or the same logic applies. 4 times 5 gives me 20, so 5 times 4b is going to give me 20b. So my second one is not my second one on my list. I'm going to do 3x squared minus 7x. Now there is no number that divides 3 and 7, so I can't take that outside, whereas I've got an x squared and an x, so I could take a common factor of an x out. And what am I left with? Well, 3 times, or what times x gives me 3x squared gives me 3x, because 3x times x gives me 3x squared, and what times x gives me 7x, well that will be 7. Now the hardest one we've got here is 16x squared y minus 4x y squared. Now let's go through those. 16 and 4 both are divisible by 4. So I'm going to take that outside. I've got an x there and an x there, and I've got a y there and a y there, so I'm going to take an x and a y outside. Well, what times 4xy gives me 16x squared y? Well, 4 times what makes 16? Well, that will be 4. X times what gives me x squared? That will be an x. Y times what gives me y? Well, I'm done. What times 4 gives me 4? Well, that will be 1. What times x gives me x? I'm done. What times y gives me y squared? That will be y. Now of course I can rewrite that as 4xy bracket 4x minus y, and I'm done. Okay, so that's the idea of factorising. At the moment all we're trying to do is put them into a single bracket. We will come to ones where we want to try and put them into double brackets, and that's going to be the next video.